The internet is, unquestionably, an invaluable educational resource. And as you'll discover, either by surfing the net or with Classroom Connect's comprehensive newsletter, books, and videotapes, there are any number of internet tools and applications that can help you find virtually any educational resource on the internet. The web, Gopher, FTP, they're all terrific in their own unique way, and they can be used individually or together, by a single user or for group discovery. The one thing that they all have in common, though, is that they're a one-way form of communication. The user makes a request, and the internet's vast resources respond. So it is possible, therefore, to reach the end of the line, uncover all of the available material on a particular topic of interest. I know that may seem unbelievable, given the size and growth of the internet, but once you get the hang of how to do it, the internet is not as mysterious as it may appear on first blush. Ironically, the same connectivity that brings together the millions of computers on the internet can also bring people together with email, the oldest internet tool. Using email, there is no end to the information trail because you can participate in its continuing development. Email is your gateway to thousands of your peers, class projects at all grade levels, as well as discussions on how the internet should be implemented and administered in schools. There are two ways of finding out how to get in the email loop. The first, of course, is to subscribe to Classroom Connect. In each issue, our meeting place highlights and welcomes participation in some fantastic projects developed by educators all around the world. In every case, the contributor's email address is published so that you can get more information directly from the author. Also in Classroom Connect, as well as other internet publications, are addresses for mailing lists on a variety of education-related topics. Mailing lists are a fantastic way for you to interact with educators all around the world. Put simply, a mailing list is a clearinghouse for discussions on a particular subject, similar to a bulletin board, except that on a mailing list, the messages sent to the list automatically come to your email box. You can subscribe to any of over 4,000 lists, more than 500 of which are education-oriented. Once you subscribe to one, you will receive email all day long, often quite a bit of it. You'll find general communications posted for the group to read, as well as ongoing discussions between subscribers. You can simply read the mail, or you can participate by joining in a discussion by posting your own comments or questions to the list using email. Mailing lists will quickly become an invaluable resource for you. These lists are like never-ending conventions. Teachers, administrators, experts in hundreds of fields are ready and willing to answer your questions and participate in discussions. There are two lists that I highly recommend, KidSphere and EdNet. They're both terrific and are always chock full of great ideas and projects. Their subscription addresses are included on the card that accompanies this videotape. Here, let me show you how to subscribe to one. I'll go ahead and subscribe to EdNet. Just open up your email software, in this case Eudora, and then come up here to Message and select New Message. That'll open up a blank composition window. Now, in the To field, just type in the subscription address of the list you want to subscribe to. In this case, it's EdNet, and its address is listproc@lis.umass.edu. Now, the From field should already be filled in with your email address and your name. I'll show you how to configure Eudora in just a minute to do that. Now, that may be all there is to it, unless the subscription requires an entry in the subject field or a special entry in the body of the message, something like subscribe and your name. The subscription instructions are different for every list. For EdNet, you need to type subscribe EdNet and then your name. Once you have the message filled out, just click Send and send it on its way. Now, depending on whether the list is moderated or not, you will get an almost immediate response to your request. A moderated list is reviewed by people that take care of routing the incoming mail and filtering it, as well as signing new people up for the list. They can, at their discretion, exclude a post from the list if they feel it's inappropriate to the topic. On a moderated list, you may wait a day or so for your subscription request to be processed. An unmoderated list is automatically handled by a computer, and as a result, your subscription request as well as your posts will be more immediately responded to. EdNet is an unmoderated list, so let's see if we've been added. Just come up here to File and select Check Mail. And yep, here we are. Welcome to EdNet. We'll just double click on that message, and here we go. Now, this is pretty typical of what you'll get once your subscription request is processed. Here's the address to send messages to, and here's an address to send a message to if you're having problems with the list. And most importantly, down here at the bottom, here are the instructions for signing off the list. Be sure to save or print this page, because if you decide that this list isn't what you want, you'll need this address to take yourself off the list and stop getting posts. Once you're in, as messages are sent to the list, they will be automatically deposited into your mailbox. Now, you can subscribe to as many lists as you want, but you're going to get an awful lot of mail. So I suggest that you start with KidSphere and EdNet to get the feel for mailing lists before you subscribe to others. Now, another way to find mailing lists is to search the Listserv database for a particular topic. Again, you'll find this address on your insert card, and it's widely published as well. Just create a new message and address it to Listserv at cunyvm.cuny.edu. Then, in the body of the message, type list global / and then a keyword to search for. Let's try education. And go ahead and send it off. After a few seconds, go up here to File and select Check Mail. And here we are. This message contains an alphabetical rundown of all of the mailing lists that fit your criteria. Education. Let's go ahead and take a look. Wow, there's quite a few. You'll find the subscription address as well as a brief description for each list. Now, let me show you what a typical project would look like on one of these lists. Here's one that I saved from the KidSphere list. Up here is the date that it was posted to the list from the moderators at KidSphere. That's right, it's a moderated list. This one happens to be from a technology coordinator at a school in New York, who, at the request of a history teacher, has designed a project to connect 10 of their 10th grade classes with 10 similar classes in Eastern Europe to study ancient Greece and the Industrial Revolution. The idea is to have students first get acquainted and then collaborate on the project over a 4-month period. Now, up here near the top is the original posting, as well as the address of the author, and here's information on how to register and how to connect with the author. You'll find a lot of these projects for all grade levels on the better mailing lists on the net. Of course, email is not the only source for school projects. There are many web and Gopher sites that contain some great stuff. You'll find them on our Classroom Connect website at the address on your card. And in our Classroom Connect newsletter, we've set up an email pen pal exchange called Key Pals. On the back of every issue, there's a listing of educators who are looking to put their students directly in contact with other students via email. If you want more information, just send us an email. Remember, nowadays email can do more than just mail. If your school only has email access, you can use it to transfer files, navigate Gopher sites, even post to Usenet news groups. Refer to the enclosed reference card for more information on how to do this.